Okay, good evening once again. You're welcome back to our class on data project view. During the last two classes, we've been working on space mission and we've been able to do some data cleaning and create some visualization. We're to do some visuals, and today we're going to focus on building dashboard. However, before we do that, I want to create one more visual, one or two more visuals. Let's look at one or two things that we can do with this. So let's select this and copy. Just copy this so that I can use it to create another pivot table. Copy and Control V, paste. So I'm going to use this for. I'm going to use this one um, for pie chart. I want to create a pie chart where we're going to use total this by mission status. So instead of a success and this, we're going to use total mission by status. So I'm dragging mission status to row. So we have this. So as it is, go to select this. Oh, let me just click on it and insert pivot chart. So I want to use a pie chart. Let's use a donut. Wait. So we have a donut chart here, and I think we can just copy this, cut it, and paste here. Let's put it here, and Control V. So this is total status. Okay, a minute, please. Hello. Alaikum salam. Yes. Sir. Ya, sorry. Sorry. I thought it's one of us who wanted to join the class. The string number. So we have had a pie chart. So we're going to use this now. This information here to create dashboard. And so before we do that, let me collapse this and so that we can have a more space. Have a more space there. Okay. So I'm going to use this to create charts. So let's quickly see how far we can go and be very fast about it also. So let's keep this. Let's also keep this. So the first thing I'm going to do is to give this a kind of, let's look at, let's remove the gray line first. All the lines, let's take it off. And the background. So we can use We can use container. Let's just insert some shapes and use them as container shapes. Let's use this. So we have this. So now to reduce this sharpness, I'm going to use this dot at this red dot at the end. I will take it. So depend on how far I want the sharp curve to be. So I just want something small. Okay, so we have this, and so can we leave this? I want to use this. Okay, the shape. Let's add some effect to the shape, and let's add outline to it. Let me give it a black outline. Okay, so with this we can I think with this we can duplicate this. We can duplicate this. We can create a bigger one also. Control D. I am pressing Control D to duplicate it. Control D. Again 4. Control D. 5. Control D. Okay. So let's quickly start. And the first one here, on a normal day, we are supposed to have drawn how we want our chart to be, maybe on a sketch of paper, on a piece of paper, so that it will be a guide for us. But no problem, we can still play around it in this way. So we can play around it this way, or maybe as we could do this one. Let me do this on a fresh page. Let me do this on a fresh page. I'm going to duplicate this page. I'm going to duplicate it, move a copy, create a copy before this sheet. So I'm going to rename this, the old one, as charts, so that this one can be dashboard. Double click, rename. This one can be dashboard. Okay, so let me let me delete this. Whew. Sorry, I mistakenly pressed the shutdown key instead of delete. So I mistakenly click on shutdown. So that is the reason why. I'm sorry, very sorry about that. So I want to delete
Okay,
it.
sir.
Since I've duplicated the sheet, so all the chart here, let me just delete them first. This one to do. instead of delete, I click on shut down. Okay, okay. So I want to quickly create this small, a kind of uh, template where we're going to put our charts. So we'll have something like this. Look at the chart we have. You have this, okay. So duplicate. So we can have one like this here. We can have a long one here. Okay. So you can scroll down a bit. Okay, this one, let me delete it also. Okay, let's say we are going to put that bar chart here. So, okay. So, let me insert 2 more rows here. Okay. So, Control D. I think we can have the title somewhere here. Let's say we have title here. We can have the title here. Let's make it small. And we can have our KPIs in this small box. So let's leave the other side, this space for our slicers. Let's leave these spaces for slicers. Okay, good. Okay, so let's look at them, the charts that we have. So first thing, let's bring our slicers here. So our KPIs. From here, we have some figures that we've generated that summarizes our data. Total mission, to sum of the amount, the value of the flights, number of company, number of rocket, number of success, number of failure. So we have some here. So let's see which one should we add to our dashboard. Which one is the area of interest in this case? So let me click on this. Now I want to bring in some figures here. To bring something here, we're going to click on insert, and you select text box. So I'm going to drag the text box here. And as it is, we can even group all these things together so that it will not be shaking up and down. I'm clicking on them now. I hold Control while clicking on them one by one. So I've selected all of them. Now I can go back to the shape format. Here, I will click on Group. So as it is now, no one will stand alone. All of them will be together. So to avoid being shifting, so I've grouped them together. Now to remove them also, just click on it and you go back to on group. Under here you see on group now. because they're already grouped together. That's why group is not highlighted. Okay, so let me drag it. Oh, did I ungroup? Did I ungroup them again? Now let's quickly put something here. So now we want to bring something from this sheet. And one thing about pivot table is that you cannot link pivot table directly to text box. So to link that, when you have your cursor blinking inside there, don't type anything. Select the table, it's the text box itself. Then you come here, type equals to sheet, and we have the whatever inside cell A2. Just type A2. That is one option. So the number will show. This is total mention now. Total mention now is 4,630. So I want to quickly increase the size, put in the center, increase size to, let's give it size 16. Let's use the font, put the name poster, and what else again? Do you need to put a comma? Not really. Okay. Now the font is black. Okay. With black. Okay. Okay. Let me remove the the fill of the text box. No fill. And let's see if white text will be okay. Let's see if white text will be okay. Text white color. So let's remove this, the shape outline. No outline. So that the line will not show. Okay, I think this is not bad. So you can increase the size 18. Okay. Okay. Now this is the total mention. So click on insert under text box. Yes. Now you can bring in this because since it's text, while this is still blinking inside, we can type total mention. So let's put in the center and let's broaden it. Let's broaden it and let's look for a text font. Albatross. That'll be okay. 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 I think we can remove the background also. And the outline. So we have the total mission to be this. Then we can duplicate this. Let's use this as a total success. Or let's look at the value, the total value. Total value. Control D. So instead of cell A2, we have B2. Another way by which you can also link is you can come here and type equals to, let me insert a row. I'll come here and say you can type equals to this, and when you come to this page, click on this text box and come here, type equals to, then you select this one down here. If you select this, it will work. But because it is white, or why is it not showing? Cell B4. It should. Let's check. What is the color? The text field white. Sheet 1 B4. Is it B4? Yes. It should give us. Let me check what is wrong there. B2. B4 should work also. B4 should work. Okay, let's keep our B2. So let's try to use the same format we have here. Select this and go to Home tab. Select this brush and paste it on it. But we may have to reduce the size because of the length, or we format the number to show maybe 162 is million or billion. Oh, okay, we can make it. We can just remove the last one. It will be 162 304 million. All right, since it's the million here, so let's quickly do that. Go back to the sheet 1, press Ctrl 1. Then let's go to custom format. As it is, let's put comma, comma. I'm stopping here. I don't want any decimal at the back. So you can make it comma, comma. Just 2 comma at the back. Space bar, double quote, M, double quote. I think that's okay. Now, that should show here now. The number format should work. Supposed to link to this place and give us the same result. Okay, we formatted this one instead. Format. This the one we used. That is B2. So this is B2. Now it's working now. So it's a million. So we can now increase this size now. So the last one here, let's add another one. Number of company. The number of company that involved in space mission. So that is C2, right? Okay. So we duplicate this, Control D, and drag it here. There's a number of company. Of company. Let's expand it to be a single line. So let's also duplicate this. Click on this and press Ctrl D and drag it here. Since it's a C2, so that's 62. So you can click on this to use as format. Select this, click on Home tab, click on this brush, and paste it on this 62. Yeah. So that's the number of company that we have. Now let's add other things here. So we're going to look at where we have the total mission versus success. We are taking this one first to the place. Control C. You can use Control C and take it here. Control V. Okay, so total mission is the blue, while the red is you can also change this. I remember that I used this one to explain the bar in bar chart. So, but if we are looking at it and it's not giving us anything, we can also change it to maybe a line chart and just thing. So, but at least it has shown it is evident that number of rocket has relationship with the number of okay. I think we can because if we remove the background here, if we remove this background, this blue will go off. If we remove the background for this if we remove the background, sorry, I want to remove the background. You know, it's not responding. As you can see that blue will go off. So with that, we can change that blue. We need to change that blue color to another color. We need to change that blue color to another color. So let's press Ctrl Z to refer back to what we have before. Now let's format this. Format the data series and the color fill color, that blue. Which color will show better under this? I think white can be good. Ctrl Z. So it's like we are selecting the one inside, but we actually needed the one outside here. Need the one outside, not the inner one. So we have two bars here. The color. It's not changing. Okay, let me do something. Let me do something again to be able to separate them. The overlap. Let me remove overlap. Let me remove overlap. Okay, now we can select this now. This one. I change the color. The transparency. Let's see what will happen. Why is it not responding? Okay, let's leave that for now. We may change the charts. Let's change the charts and let's change it to combo chart. So we can make this one. I think it's okay like this. So you can see the movement of this. Then this one is still the one we want to change again. Let me look at one that will give me something. Let's check here. I see one with base color. Okay. And this one I want to change. Select once and change the color to white. Okay. So if we remove this background now, I think we should have what we want. Let's go up a bit. You can have space for this too. Total mission and number of success. These are the legend that we have. So let's remove the background. Okay, I think it's readable now. You can read this. Then I think we will have used something darker, maybe a black color would have been better. But no follow. So let's look at the other one. Let's bring another chart in. Let's bring this dimension. Okay, dimension. And this Ctrl V. Let's drag it here. Let's remove the header. And this one, let's take it down. Let's take the legend to bottom. And let's remove this. Hide all field. Okay, we need more space. I think it's better with this. Oh, there's no header here. Okay, because we have removed the header, we can equally bring in a text box. Can equally bring a text box here. Insert a text box for the header. Insert text box. This is the success versus total measure. Total measure. Okay, success by country. This is by country. Success by country. This success by country. I think that is okay. So we can leave it in white. So let's put it in the center. And Control A, let's bolding it. Control B. A bit. Okay, so we can use, let me copy this format, the whole design format, and place on this. Let's see if it will work. This format, click on home, the brush. No, it didn't work. Let me try it again. Okay, I think it worked a bit, but the background. Let's remove the background. Shape fill to be nothing. Okay, the other one is gone, and we don't need all this grid line. Just delete them. You can delete or you can hide from here. So the other line, which color was there before? This color blue. Ctrl Z. Okay. The one in blue can be changed. The blue is the mission. The red is success. That mission. Let's see green. If green will work. Green on blue. Oh, I'm going to use white again. Sorry. No fill. No fill. So we can see it. I see the comparison, the relationship between the success and the mission. Now at this point, I'm going to bring the total success here. Total success, I'm going to bring it here. I'm going to bring total success here. Insert, or let me duplicate this. You press Ctrl D at the point when the cursor is not inside. When you select the text, Ctrl D. So the total success, I'm going to use success versus mission. Versus mission. Okay. So let's leave that, and so this line, let's remove that line. Okay, so I want to bring text box. Insert text box. Insert. Okay, let me just duplicate this and use the cell number for success. That is E2. 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 That's total success. Format. And since success is in red, let's see, can change the text to the color. So that's just the way by which this is how we're going to format all the other charts. So we have I'm going to bring them. I will not format them again. We just let's carry this. So we can have the header here, the title can be here. So you can format this as you want. Give it a name of your choice. Now, what we are looking at, what we are adding now is the other two chart can come here also. But I'm not going to copy all those ones now because of the time. So we are bringing the slicer here. So let me select any of the pivot table. Let me select pivot table and click on insert slicer. So we can use any of the slicer to check. Let's select this. We're going to make this white. You can come here and make it like 6 by 2. 6 column. 6 column. That is oh, instead of the month, we're supposed to take month name. Delete. Insert slicer again. Insert slicer again. Slicer. And I'm going to use month name instead. The 1 to 3 will not make any sense. Oh, this sorting is nonsense. 6. I think this can be okay. So we can use this as a slicer, but we need to link it to other tables too. So right click on this and the port connections. Just link it to all tables. Although if you want to remove any of the table, you can remove it. But now we can just do that, and you can see how it is reacted on our tables and our charts. Okay, let's also insert another one, and that's slicer. And we have a timeline also here. Oh, connection to this specification workbook. Okay, let's leave that out for now. Let's insert another slicer. Hey. Okay, let me click on any of this. Any charts and go back to insert. Let's see if this will work. You can use time. So with this, from here, we can increase or reduce the scope of the time. But I think let's remove that and just bring another slicer there for now. We'll be using that in other other classes. Let's insert this and that's like that just to fill that position. For now, let's bring in hour, and I think we have hours or day status. Day status. Okay. So it means we only have only two time that appear. So let's make it 2. Okay. So you can see when something is launched. So we only have late night and morning. It means no rocket was launched in the afternoon and also in the night. Yeah, we only have late night and morning. Okay, so you can link this also with other tables. Let me just link it up with other tables, and we're going to stop here. So I think we get to the end of this. So you can do other formatting by yourself, and let's see what you get before Monday. Let's see what you get before Monday. And if you have questions, you can ask a question in the group. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. Maybe. Mr. Maybe, how far about your class now? Have you started watching them?
Oh, yes, thank you. Weekend, I should be able to catch up by weekend.
Okay.
By weekend.
Okay, please do. And whatever